So before we really get started, today's going to be a Jeopardy social, and we're going to be going to UTC afterwards, so feel free to join us. First off, I'm going to introduce what exactly is GDSC, because there's a lot of confusion about where Google fits into all of that. And if you guys want to move more in, make some room for everybody to come in. So GDSC, next slide, please. So GDSC is a student-run org on campus. There's chapters all over the world. Specifically, there's over 200 in US alone, and it's backed by Google, which means that we get Google funding, Google resources, Google technical training, and access to exclusive Google speakers. So the types of general events that you guys will be seeing from us is speaker events. We have a certain group of Google developer experts who are going to come and talk to us. There's usually 2 of those per quarter. We also have different company employees. I know one of the weeks this quarter, we're having a cloud security architect from Google come out, and the other week we're having a GD expert that's an expert on AI and ML that works at Visa, but he used to work at Google. So get excited for those. The other 3 events that we have, one is a skills build where we'll be teaching you guys guided technical workshops and some Google technology. So for the duration of fall quarter, we're going to be focusing on Google Cloud. There's going to be 2 rotations of this. One is going to be AI and ML, and the second part is going to be security. So we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about Google Cloud and how to make yourself more appealing for any job in cloud computing. Another thing that we have that goes alongside with the skills build is a project seminar where our project chairs are going to lead a more hands-on development experience where you get to build a project that can actually go on your resume. We have community building socials, which is what we're in right now, hosted by our community chairs. There's also going to be various special events throughout the quarter, throughout the year. So definitely keep an eye out. Definitely follow our Instagram. We have a LinkedIn as well, and we have a Discord server. So make sure you get connected with us. We're going to be doing board intros just to put a face to the club. If you have any questions, feel free to come up to any of us, and they can direct you to the right. With that, I also wanted to mention we meet Thursday 6:30 to 7:30. We have this room as of right now, but considering the turnout, we'll probably change it. So just check our Instagram for the more updated location. So we'd like to pass it on.
Yes, we have a faculty advisor, Professor Lupstead. You can have a few words from you. So anyway, welcome to the club. I think this is a great idea. You know, UCI is a really big place, and it's hard to build connections that you need, which are really important for your career. And a club like this is a really valuable place to do that. You can get to know individuals, and when you get jobs at companies, good companies, you can pull your friends in too. And it turns out it's not just what you know, it's also
who you know.
It's important. When I was an undergrad and even a grad student, I didn't really value that as much as I should. I'm just going to be the best I can be, and everyone's going to want to hire me. But the thing is, it really does matter that people know you and they trust you. And part of it is a lot of times when they're interviewing people, they just want to hire people that they're going to enjoy working with, that are conscientious. That they're conscientious, that they can trust. Can I trust you if I give you a project that you're going to be able to analyze it, down and solve it, and then you'll communicate with me, keep in touch with me. So these are some of the skills that we saw on the previous slide. I think are just going to be super valuable. You just don't get in other classes. Things like and the opportunity to build projects that you can put on your resume. Every company is looking for projects, and we actually encourage students to always do internships every quarter, so you guys can talk about those skills and what companies are looking for. It's going to be super valuable to have these guests from Google. I try to incorporate them into classes whenever it's appropriate. Usually they don't come in until the master's level, but at the end, this is great because you're undergraduates, mostly, I'm assuming you're mostly undergraduates. You'll get to meet these same Google professionals, and they can give you the insight. Some of them might be alumni, UCI. I mean, a couple of the ones I've invited back from UCI, and they'd be happy to pull you into the company if they know you. They can get to know you well enough. And a club like this gives you an opportunity to impress them and get to know them. Also, it's an opportunity to improve your social skills, which do matter. You guys ever hear about soft skills?
Yeah.
Just say yes.
Yeah.
Because these things are important. What do you do if someone in your group offends you in some way? They don't this happens with students all the time. They'll say, plus they said this word in the wrong tone, and now I hate him. I'm like, what? I said that word. So that kind of thing can happen in your workplace. Is that you might end up doing something or saying something that upsets me, and you may not have even meant anything, but you have to have some nice way of dealing with that situation because we have to get along. Because we're a family. We're what?
Family.
I mean, that's what it's like when you're working with a team. So it's not literally a family, but you're that close. You actually are going to spend more time with your teammates at work than you do with your real family. And you know, a lot of companies push you hard, especially if you work at a startup. It's not uncommon to work long hours. Like, did you guys watch Brian Johnson, his videos? He's the guy who sold his company for 800 million, and now he's said, I almost killed myself making this startup company successful. And now he's completely changed his view and he's trying to age backwards. It's kind of an interesting thing. You can watch some of his story on YouTube, but it shows you what can happen to your health if you ignore your health. And it turns out we are prime targets for folks who are going to do that. We're going to work hard to make it rich, to say yes.
Yes.
We can do that. We're a few areas of expertise where you really can become wealthy. Very, very light, very high probability. That happens to a lot of people. You know, just imagine in other disciplines, they don't have the same opportunity than most of you. Now you can improve your chances of success by networking, getting to know other folks. I have a few friends who went to USC. I don't have a lot of respect for USC academically, but you know what they have? It's like a fraternity sorority join USC. And when those people if they say, "Oh, you went to USC," instantly it's almost like an unfair thing. It's like, "Oh, you're an insider. You're one of us." And like, why can't we have that at UCI?
What?
But our computer science and engineering could be that. The thing is, it's the people that make that happen. But I think to some degree, you have to be able to rely that if you hired someone from UCI, they're pretty good, right? So we all have to make sure we're all good. That should be our basic requirement. Like, make sure that the folks in your class are doing things ethically, that they're not cheating, because cheating kills our reputation. If you know that. So that's what you want to avoid. That's why we don't let allow students to cheat, because then they don't learn the lessons and skills that they need for their jobs, and then they end up reflecting badly, not just on themselves, but on all of us. All of us. There are people in this room that may not get a job because of some former UCI student who interviewed or who worked at a company and made a bad decision. That happens. You know, it happens with other schools too, not just UCI. But I think what we can do is do our best. If we all do our best, go ahead and make millions. That's great. I want you all guys. I always tell my students, I want you guys to succeed. I want to see you all do well. This is a great opportunity. That's when they approached me about being the faculty advisor for this club. They told me what this was all about. And this is student run. It's great. It's going to be like a grassroots thing where people want to come. They're here voluntarily. They're going to put in the effort because they want to be better. They want to learn what the industry is looking for. They want to get those top tech positions. Well, I know how to do that. I was the director of the professional master's program. I had to meet with all these Google people. And I asked them, I always ask interviews, I tell my students this, what are you looking for? What is it that's going to make you want to hire someone? What was going to make you not want to not hire them? You know, I always ask interviews from all the companies I meet, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, stuff like that. I have former students at these companies. They're happy to come and talk to me about this thing. So I can pass that on to you. Since I'm always collecting that information informally, let's try to bring it back to students. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. I won't be able to stay very long because I'm an early morning person. I think those of you who know my class, I start getting sleepy around 5 p.m. Unfortunately, which means I get up at 4 a.m. That's why I can't sleep. I can't help it, by the way. All college, I woke up at 4. I went to bed at midnight, woke up at 4 a.m. And that was my schedule. All through college. And you know what? It never stopped. I was that way. I've been that way ever since. I go to bed earlier though. I used to go to bed around 10. So I'm getting plenty of sleep now. 10 to 4. What is that? 6 hours? Anyway, by the way, if you look at Brian Johnson, he always says the number one thing is getting good sleep. So are you guys getting good sleep?
Yeah. No.
So think about it. Is there a way that so what I did some research and there was another student that I was friends with who had done research on sleep. And we learned that if you sleep the same 4 hours every night, you can get away with 4 hours. We did it. We all did it. And the thing is, I developed dark circles under my eyes and I was chronically sleepy. But you know, we had more hours during college. Listen, this is one of the best times of your life. Being in college was so fun. Even if you're totally taking heavy loads, that's what I did. Work was fun. I know I'm a little part. I love learning, so that's why it was so fun for me. Just that, it was great being around all these intelligent, bright. You know, you guys will never be in such a great environment like you are now if you take advantage of it. Now, if you go to work at Google, like every once in a while I get invited over to meet with folks, and we usually go and have food. So we sit in the cafeteria, and these really smart people, just like you, sitting around talking, and it is so fun. It is so fun. And by the way, the Oregon University is the same. You know, we were working with grad students, faculty, and really bright undergraduates. And it's just a real, you know, it's more important to be happy than to be wealthy. I'll pass that on. But I don't want to discourage you from getting wealthy because I think that's what you want. But you got to remember too, there is a lot to be said for balancing your life. So you don't want to overdo it. A couple of companies are kind of famous for working their employees too long. Have you guys heard about Amazon?
Yeah.
It has a reputation as being a sweatshop. The thing is, I think some of the sites are, well, it used to be this way. The early Google was, you know, 60, 80-hour work weeks for people. They've improved things. It's more of a regular balance. They want you to work the 40 hours, work effectively those 40 hours, and go enjoy the rest of your life. But I can pass some of these things on too. By the way, I heard Microsoft had a really toxic environment for a while. This can happen to any company. But the thing is, you know, people react at Microsoft and they fix. I think they changed their CEO and changed their ways of doing business. So things have improved a lot. So a lot of these companies have had to improve. So Elon Musk took over it. Then what happened? They fired everyone. Well, anyway, things did change last year. That was the first time I've seen. By the way, I've been in computer science for a long time. I've seen 4 economic dips where there were times where booms where everyone's getting 4, 5, 6 job offers, and then all of a sudden you get one of these dips where someone may get 0 job offers. So it's kind of interesting to think about. Like the good students always get job offers. Even the C students would get job offers in those boom times. The question is, what happens when there's those dips? It's not just grades that matter, but the thing is, you got to think of I like to use this word conscientious, which means you care about your workload. You're actually spending your time to be productive. Do you guys know what I mean? As opposed to like there are people that really just show up to work and do nothing. This happens even at Google. You know, when the times get lean, they like to let those people go. So that's kind of an excuse to get rid of them. And they were laying off a lot of employees. But they're still hiring. They're still hiring. So if they're laying off people still hiring, what does that mean? They're trying to upgrade. They're trying to get better, productive people. And I always tell people, why do companies hire you and pay you big salaries? Is it just because you have a degree? What is it? You guys all know the answer. Just tell me. To think. What? To think. Well, that's a part of it. Yeah. Can you think of any other reason? Yes, that's part of it too. Soft skills are important just to get along harmoniously with the working force. Yeah, you guys are all getting it. You make more money. I could say it the best. It's what you can contribute to their company. I'm going to hire you because you can contribute value to my company and make it a better place, make better products, and make more money. They want does the university hire me just to hang around? They like to tell stories? To say yes? No, they don't care about any of those things. They hire me and they want me because I can make people learn. That can guarantee quality education. That if you take my classes, I can make some quality guarantees that you learn the material. By the way, in my opinion, that's the most important thing that a teacher can do is ensure that you learn the material that course is supposed to make you learn. And it doesn't always happen. You guys know. Say yes.
Yes.
So some of you like that. You actually show up to the teachers that will make it easy. When I was undergrad, I didn't like classes like that, and I said, I'm never going to be one of those teachers. Anyway, I probably said too much. I just wanted to give you a lot background since I know I have to leave. I wish I could stay for the Jeopardy because I actually like puzzles and games, and I love trivia games. I love Jeopardy. Although I've kind of lost interest. I don't watch much TV. I don't watch much movies either. Don't know much about pop culture. I just don't have time. Anyway, that's it.
Thank you.
All right, so much. Thank you.
We're gonna see some, oh wait, fall schedule. Can I have everybody move closer? Can double up on that side? Okay. Really quickly, we're gonna go through fall schedule of events and we're gonna do quick board intros and then we'll get to playing Jeopardy. So we taught this social. Upcoming week 2 through 4, we're going to do a rotation of AI, like I mentioned before. So next week we have a speaker, he's a Google developer expert, Walter Lee. He's going to be here at 6:30. Week 3 is going to be a skills build, like I mentioned, and then week 4 is going to be a project that goes with that skills build. Week 5 we have a new speaker event section on security, and we're going to focus on SQL. So if you're interested in that, please come out. It's a cloud security architect. And then week 6 is going to be cloud security skills build, followed by week 7 is going to be a project seminar. Week 8, we're going to have no meeting. This is Thanksgiving break. And then week 9, we're going to have a special event that we'll announce later. Alongside all of this, we also have the Google Dev LA, which will happen in December, where we can take members to DevFest. So make sure you're here, you're involved. We also have a Google Irvine company tour coming up. That's TBD, but we can only take a certain amount of people, so make sure you're here filling out the attendance form, just like showing your engagement so that we can take as many people as possible. And then later on in the year, we're also going to do the solutions challenge where you'll get into teams and you can compete in the UN solutions challenge. So get excited for that. And then really quickly, we're just going to do board intros. I realized I started talking and I did it.
Oh.
So, I don't know where the slide is, but I'm
Yes.
Here's president. I'm a second-year CSE major. Some of my previous work experiences, I was an SD intern at Amazon at the so-called sweatshop. Yeah, a lot. And then alternatively, I'm also on Mace board over here. Don't know where the slide is, it's fine. Yeah.
Stop it. Are there ever going to be refreshments?
There can be.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Refresh-
We're going to UTC
Yep.
right after, so you can refresh all you want.
Maybe in the future. Not today.
Yeah.
Just hit the left. No, but keep on hitting it. Way back.
I'll just introduce yourself real quick, y'all. Yeah.
Hold on. What is for?
This lecture room is booth. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Right.
Keep on hitting right.
Right.
All right. Please.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh. Keep on hitting right. Only right. There.
Hi guys, my name is Grace. Thank you, I love you. Third year CS major. As you can tell, I'll be serving as your VP for UC this year. Yeah, so some fun. Working on it. Don't ask me after. I want to share it here from. Been going to PBA. Yeah, well, every year. Hobbies, you know, I play tennis all the time. I also like watching basketball. Like eating. Yeah, including eating is a lot better. Feels like a dating app.
So it's swiping right or which way?
Swipe left. And then starting. Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact, I drove I thought it said I love a pregnant. I drove a pregnant, but no, it was like during my DMV exam, my examiner was a pregnant lady.
I know.
I remember like beforehand,
Everyone.
so like I kind of knew my back, but yeah, I remember like halfway along the route, she stopped and said, okay, turn back, still have to be in the hospital, the door. And I was like, I thought I feel, but turns out, no, she just might be points and
That was all such a massive. Yeah, I'll pass it on to other VP.
The right, right? Yeah, right.
So I go by Vishwa. I'm the other vice president for this academic year. So the past experience that I have is that currently working at OIT here at UCI. So I'm responsible for a student data warehouse for all 10 campuses. So that's something in the works. I can probably launch late next year. In terms of campus involvement, I'm working at ICSSC. I was a participant at Hack at UCI. I went to one talk too. These include a lot of cars. Driving them, such that, another, hobby weightlifting, cooking, hiking, and a fun fact about me is that the car dynamic pretty good. One time. Did you write the software that controls the car?
That's probably good.
I don't recommend it going on.
Right.
How much? 120.
All right.
Still good.
VP leads, I'm Arush. I'm a second year design and comp sci major, and I'm VP lead. I'm in charge of organizing the future social this one too, and definitely getting a bigger room for next one. So come to that one too.
Cancun.
Oh yeah,
I've been down there too. Nice.
I should one with that man right there. Yeah, what's up, David?
Did you go south, like down the?
I really didn't know where we went, but we booked some tours.
It's kind of a party town.
It
The
is.
further south is more rustic, really.
Yeah, it's really nice. I've been.
But anyway, what's up, guys? My name is what's up, also your other PhD. Yeah, I'm a computer technician, 14. Sweet answer to one application, but you know, look at my GitHub if you want to see that. Yeah, did this couple events, volunteered with data, obviously, I don't stop it. Fuck that. We go first. It's a beautiful city, you actually are.
Thank you.
Dublin, the third. Yeah, projects here and there. Yeah. It's fine, I thought that. Yeah, like. So. Cycle going down. Let it strip and. Oh. Hello, my idea, my third year big major, 180 degrees consulting in Inside News. I was a major at music this last summer. I'm watching football in Seattle, love the Seahawks. And yeah, well, it's my preferred choice and working in tech for so long. We need a picture of it. Co-tech lead, my second year, it's scientific major. My past experience this summer, I was actually the end of test automation. Yeah, it's a startup. Okay, one of the campus involvements that I'm on board ACE. I like backpacking, traveling, I listen to some good music. And fun fact is I've been away to 5 countries just to go back.
I'm a third year computer engineering major, and I've worked at a few companies for the past few years, like Method Technology, and people like to meet super involved, and we started a dance team called Ahita. My hobbies are dancing, cooking, and I really love to sleep. And my fun fact is I crashed my car, not while I was sleeping. It actually happened, but you can find out the story after more meetings.
Hello, my name is Edwin. I'm a third year in computer science and engineering. I've been an intern. Well, I'm actually learning fellow at Afterward AI. For my involvement, well, the most big is a very board. Actually, this is new. From this world, stereotypical Italian, I like moving, I like golf, football, I like volleyball, you know. Little fun fact, well, I'm from the same city as Enrico Fermi, the legendary physician.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Today, the third year informatics major, so if you see her on campus, you say hi. And with that, let's get started on Jeopardy.
All right, it's time for Jeopardy.
Let's do this.
Okay, how can we?
This